You know, I've actually been thinking about...
To think he built all this alone.
I've been thinking about,
So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
That's not entirely true. There's a rock. Medicinal salve brush. I'm putting this on here so that I can't possibly miss it. It's right out there. I've been thinking about how I felt the last stream when I was so angry and fighting to defend the Nora. And like on one hand, like yes,
Snow chill itches.
absolutely it's good to defend your people, but I was really mad and I was like, I'm gonna blow up all of their robots. And I think like what made me a bit uncomfortable is there are some slight parallels to like revenge fantasy stories, which are really not my jam. But I feel like there's a difference perhaps between going after people who did something wrong and punishing them for being bad, and going after someone who was doing something wrong and stopping them. And I feel more like this experience it is more of the latter, I think. And there's like anger and kind of like self-righteous fury, and I'll show you what's up. Trash talking Lauren wearing my Nora stealth armor to go head to head with a Deathbringer, you know, no big deal. But it was an interesting thing to think about. How I play video games and how I approach violence in video games, and how usually I avoid violence in video games. Now in this game, because the regular robots that we face don't have, as far as we can tell, personalities and presences. The reason why I avoid fighting them in regular random encounter situations is mostly because I'm scared and not because I don't want to fight. I don't know. I was going somewhere with this and I forgot. Let's talk to Rost. But I'm thinking about that. Yeah. I don't know. I wonder whether I disappointed anyone in being angry, but I do get angry sometimes. I guess that's the thing. Sometimes people think I'm a pacifist because I have strong opinions about violence. But I'm not actually a pacifist. And I think that my approach to things, and granted this is all like fantasy fiction, not real life situation, but I think that what was happening on in last week's stream was me not being a pacifist. And so sometimes you gotta hit somebody to make them stop hitting someone else, which is why I'm not a pacifist, because I wouldn't be able to stand by and let somebody else be hurt because I didn't believe in violence. For me, that is not how I exist with my morals. But it's, I think, an interesting thing to think about, because people idealize the idea of pacifism a lot of times. And I do admire pacifism to a certain degree, and I would love to have a world in which pacifism was functional. But the problem with pacifism is that all it takes is one person who does violence. You know? So I feel like you can hate violence and resort to violence as a last resort. And that, I think, is in line with what I personally believe. But I don't think I could ever be a pacifist. And I've had this conversation with some friends of mine who did consider themselves pacifists, in theory, if not necessarily in practice. I think it's worth thinking about, though. I think extreme philosophies like that are worth considering and following something to like the extreme conclusion, and then find where on this spectrum of like violent to pacifist you fall. I don't know. And of course it depends, because it's hard to say what you would do in a situation until you've been in that situation too. Oh my gosh, I feel like I should call Kefka Kevin. I like that. Let's see what she has to say to Rost now. We have a... We have a big thing to report, and I'm really curious because Aloy now knows the truth of her birth, where she came from, as much as she can understand it. But she also knows Rost's story and why he was outcast, which I liked that. I thought it was interesting. Speaking of pacifism, by the way, and not pacifism, obviously the Nora are not a pacifist people, and their moral code does not have really room for pacifism, but still, like, he went seeking revenge, not actively saving anyone, but seeking revenge, stopping bad people who did bad things that we don't know what that is, and I want to know what that was, and who those people were and what happened. I'm very, very curious whether it has any significance in the larger scheme of things or not. But let's see what Aloy has to say as she processes what she's learned. Here she does set silence aside.
Hi, Rost. A lot has happened. So, I went inside the mountain. Do you remember the night before the proving? The final lesson you taught me? You said I needed to serve a purpose bigger than myself. Well, it couldn't get much bigger. It's the same purpose that drove Elizabeth and Gaia when they were willing to die for. So yeah, I'll do it. Give myself to that. For Elizabeth and Gaia.
And you.
And for you. Well, I've got a master override to recover, so I guess I'll be on my way. Until next time, Rost.
Yeah. The way she talked about that was really interesting because, you know, she says, you know, I don't have a mother, but in kind of in a way she had two. And I think she's taken them as that role, you know? Like, I think that she has accepted them as role models and mother figures, that she is saying they were willing to die for this cause. And Rost was also willing to die for a cause of other people as well. I do think that Rost would be extremely proud. I think he would have a hard time understanding the specifics, but he would be incredibly proud to know that his daughter is going to save the world, you know? And she's doing it because of who she is, because she cares. She has a big heart, because she was raised to care by Rost, who has a big heart. And I think part of what makes her value Elizabeth and Gaia and not reject them as mother figures is because, like, they do line up with what she believes to be right, that she's learned from Rost. They did choose to die to save the world. They were willing to die to save the world. That's who they are. And that's something that Aloy can relate to, and she will make them proud. I don't think she will die at the end of the story because I know there's a sequel. I will try not to get her to die this stream. But I do really like that because Aloy is desperate for belonging. She's desperate for her people. She's desperate for connections. Not so much as to have unhealthy connections. Like that's something I appreciate about her, is that she's able to be like, no, you're a bad person and I don't want anything to do with you. Or in the case of Nil, you're a complicated person. I do want to go through at some point and finish that story. I don't know. I just really like Aloy as a character. She's a really good character. And she's a good hero and a good chosen one and a good change. Like, it's a good play. It's a fun play on the concept of the chosen one. Let's travel to Meridian. Was there anything else I was going to do? Because otherwise I think we're going to Meridian to see if there are any things to do there. Any special, what's the word? I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time with words right now. I'm not quite sure why, but that's how it is. What was I saying? Oh, we're gonna go see if we can get a side quest. That is exciting. I don't know what side quests may or may not be waiting for us in Meridian, but we'll find out. I feel like, because, as I said before, the only side quests that really interest me for the most part are things that have to do with character, story, world building, in an emotional way, mostly at this point. I mean, I'm interested in going back and doing the other things that there are to do, but I do feel like they're going to get the, have the most likelihood of having some interesting side stories when, like, all of my NPCs are out there, all of my friends are out there, you know? Sona and Varl are going to be there. Aaron and Avad are already there. And then there's a few miscellaneous other people. Oh, and didn't what's his name? Zab? No. The sewing guy. Teb? Teb. Not to be confused with Tedward. He's joined his brother in the palace? Where? Where? Oh my god. Please let me meet my friends. I want to meet my friends. Where is the palace? I want the palace.
Don't ask me where to go with them.
How do I get to the palace? How do I get to the palace? I want...
No, I'm awake and alert.
Yes, I can tell you're very awake and alert. I want... Okay, I always have a hard time finding my way to the palace. Okay, that's the Hunter's Lodge. That's the palace because your friends are there. Yes. Oh, no, that's that guy. No, not you. You're a jerk. We don't like you. Yes. Okay, so this is not the right way. Then I want to go here. There we go. Marker. All right. We're just going to run through the streets of Meridian.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
Nope. Sorry. I gotta go meet up with my friends. I gotta go meet up with my friends and hopefully be able to see Avad's brother and his his brother's mother. I haven't yet figured out where exactly they are, but did you see I was able to actually find... I found my way here. Yeah, I like really, really emotional side quests. And they do those well, and it's possible that these random side quests that I've picked up would have some good emotional content if I was willing to dig into them. I want to find my friends. I want to see what happens and save the world. I want to visit my friends first. Where is Avad? Are you just not able to find him in between things? Or am I missing how to get into the palace, so to speak? Like, I feel like there's no other way around. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I spent 10 minutes trying to find Avad the last time that I came up here, and I didn't have any luck. And I'm concerned that there is no Avad. What's in here? Like, where is he? Is he not accessible? Can you not go in and be like, hey, buddy, introduce me to, or let me introduce you to my friends? I guess not. It doesn't look like it. I'm sorry, I'm afraid this is going to be another one of those streams where I don't do anything for like half an hour because I'm running around trying to find things. Then there's nothing, the thing that I'm trying to find doesn't exist. I guess not. Okay, well, I don't know where Avad is, so I assume that he's not accessible and that I will have to keep looking and try to figure out where on earth my friends... I don't know if that's true. Hello, guards. Sorry, Aloy, I'm just making you run.
Spies have released Prince Itaman from Sunfall.
Yes. The spies have indeed.
Try to kill the Sun King. What reason do Oseram need?
She totally is one of the Blameless Maraud's spies. No question. What is this? I'm not quite sure what this statue is. What is this statue? What is this statue? It looks like it is a person. But the head is knocked off. So presumably it's Avad's father. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to try to find where my other friends are. Meridian is so big, though. It's hard to find things.
I'd like to get married, but to be honest...
Ravon, isn't that the is this the Hunter's Guild where we enrich the lives of hunters? Or... no.
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find a flame.
Okay. That was a side quest earlier on. I remember that.
No, on the way. At alert. Damn it.
I'm not sure where to find people. Alright, if I were a group of Nora come to Meridian,
There wouldn't be anything left of him.
I don't know where I would be. Maybe they have to come to Meridian. Maybe they haven't gotten here yet. Or maybe they're like downstairs by the entrance, the elevator? Man. Yeah, I think maybe I got overly excited and thought that they would be here already, but they're not. I wonder if you can find them like on their journey then, you know? Be interesting. Who's that? Naman, Irid. I don't remember who those are. Is one of them the good priest? Well, I suppose we might as well go in and say hello, see if anything else has changed around here. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to get there.
I'm not done sitting.
Okay, can I go up through here? Probably not. I do not have a very easy time figuring out what is
Found
interactable.
any Banuk relics in the wilds, Outlander?
You're a child.
Are all Oseram bad?
No.
One of them tried to kill the Sun King, right?
This kid's stumbling over his words. Alright. Here, there's a lot of people in here that are talk-toable.
Between the assassin and our Sun King.
Wait, is this the place where they're able to mourn
They finally caught old Dur.
the loss? Or is this no, this is this place. That I don't want to do this yet. I have not finished. I'm not sure. Like, the thing is, I have literally no idea, and there's no exclamation points to pop up to show me that there's side quests, which I suppose would indicate that there are no side quests for
Clothes like that out of machine.
for friends. You know?
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Yeah, I think I'm just... Oh, wait, what's this? Hello?
We've got a ceasefire for now.
Oh.
Something goes sideways.
Okay, why would this be here? Usually they put a thing like this to, get you to come somewhere and check something out. Because, like, why wouldn't I have been here before? I don't know. But it does appear that there's nothing there, so... Alright. I tried. And this is... Okay, yeah.
He's any less guilty. He should pay.
Alright, well there is nothing here, so I'm going to move on to the main story then. I apologize for spending so much time doing literally nothing. But I suppose it is what it is. Oh man. Look at all this stuff. Where am I trying to get to? The main story quest. Quest, main. The mountain that fell. The bitter climb.
Right? Always stay alert. That's what I say.
Finding people that are not there. I was trying to find people that I thought were there, but then they weren't there. Dreadful, dreadful. Oh, there's a vantage point? Is that I think that might be the last of the vantage points. Oh wait, no, they're not here. They are... Oh, I was gonna teleport. I got distracted. I'm sorry. I think I'm having some distractibility issues here. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna be going to a place that we haven't really spent much time in. I don't know why I haven't spent much time around here. Oh look, there's a city I haven't been to yet. Let's go there. We'll start with this city. There's snap maws, but maybe I can take them. Let's see what happens. Well, thank you, Johnny. I realize, okay, I feel like I've been doing nothing. Like, I'm like, oh, should I just cut all of this? But I guess I'll just put timestamps. YouTube folks can just, like, scoot right past. Be like, peace out. We don't care about any of this, wandering around lost kind of thing. But you folks are here. You're putting up with my not knowing where I'm going, and I appreciate that. Oh man. You know, it snowed today. This is the first real snow. Like, there's a bit of a snow dusting a few days ago, but it's our first real snow happens today, so I was very excited. I took some photos. I might have started swearing and jumping up and down. But yeah, time moves on. I wonder if I can beat this game before I go home for the holidays. We'll see. Positively lost. Perhaps a little, yes. I do try to be positive in general. Why did I not explore out here? This looks like I noped out here, but it may be that instead of noping out of here, I just had no reason to go this way.
Saving these for the trail.
I see there's a giant bird over there, so I'll need to be careful of that. I should probably, the next time I'm in a town, I should probably buy some wire so that I can make up for the massive quantities of fire arrows that I unleashed on literally everything. Now that I've learned that fire arrows are the way to go in this game, fire arrows, man. Oh, excellent, blue glass. Okay, well, it sounds like it is wintry time in a lot of places here. In the northern hemisphere has been reminded, or I have been reminded that this is not the way things are everywhere. Something is very big. That sounds like a tall neck. Oh, this is the tall neck that the those guys were trying to get. But then I fought them all and stopped them. Yes, it took me maybe over halfway through the game to realize that fire arrows were really good, but now I realize it, and now I will fire arrow everything. We'll rain fire arrows down on all sorts of
I'll find a use for you.
bad guys. Alright, I'm pretty sure that the reason why there's so much grass up here is in case you're in the process of fighting those guys down there. This is an interesting landscape. Like, we've got kind of mesas going on. A lot of really interesting erosion happening here. And full on rocks. Crono, what are you quoting? Man, there's just rocks everywhere here. Maybe you're supposed to use rocks to sneak around in that place. I did sneak around in that place. I should probably actually try to figure out what I'm... Okay, so there's this giant bird, and I'm gonna not shoot at the giant bird because I now realize that if there's a bird that you can see, but it doesn't show up in your focus, that means it's one of the really big birds. You don't want those guys coming after you. Although I'm technically supposed to bring one of those down. Oh. What if no? How's that? What if I just no? Although, to be fair, I have taken out 2 non-corrupt... Oh, there's... Never mind. There's 2 of them. I didn't realize they hung out in packs. I thought they just tromped around solo. Goodness gracious me. I'm gonna come up here. And not do this. They're married. That's funny. Alright. And they adopted a bunch of chocobos and things. I think those are chocobos. I can't override them yet, Jenny. I don't think. I don't think I have that. I don't think they're overrideable. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's the biggest cauldron. That's probably a scary cauldron. At least I assume that Zeta is the last of the cauldrons. Oh, look at this. This is really cool. This is extremely cool. So I don't know how on earth you would override one of those guys. Like, how would you approach it? They're like enormous. Gosh, speaking of enormous. This is definitely coming into like closer to end game territory because 2 giant birds and there's 2 giant thunderjaws. So it really feels like they're, I mean, this kind of is in line with the Hunter's Lodge stuff. They're kind of like, hey, you really need to be okay with fighting these guys. You're getting close to the end game, and fighting these guys is part of that. I did open the path to get to Zeta. No, that is true. I definitely did do that. I just, noped out of it. I am mostly stealthy, Johnny. I in fact usually give most enemies a wide berth. Last stream was a notable exception, but that was we went and we did the Heart of the Nora main story quest, which led me to be really mad and fight a Deathbringer in my stealth clothes because those are the only Nora clothes I had, and I was going to dress like a Nora to save the Nora. Am I very good at the fighting? I don't know. But we did take out... I have now taken out 2 corrupted Thunderjaws and a bunch of Stalkers. And... Don't make me fight that thing. I do not want to fight that thing. Right, but I don't do a lot of combat. Mostly only when it's required. Yeah, apparently I developed the skill to snipe. I'm still not sure what gave me that skill. Who's that tromping around down there? There's some angry little guy. Man, what are you fighting, buddy? You are mad. Are you? Oh, there's some people. Okay, hold on. I don't know who these. This is going to be like an Oseram city. Yeah, this is definitely an Oseram city. Look at that. Wow, I don't think I've been to an Oseram city before. Sorry, I know I said I was going to do main story quest stuff. But there's an Oseram city on the way, and I'm really curious about it. Oh man, there sure are some snap maws. Can I fight snap maws without angering anyone else? That's a good question. Okay, well I'm far enough away to not that they don't ping on my radar, which is a good sign. So let us snipe. Speaking of sniping. Yeah, this is the Oh no! Don't go away! I can't hit you if you go too far. Oh, come on. Come on. Sorry, we do this sometimes. Fine. Oh, hello. You. I'll shoot you. How's that?
It's off.
Okay, I don't know what I knocked off of you, but it's probably a good idea to have done that. Hold on. Probably have to make some more arrows here. I don't know what components I'm removing, but hey, it's a good thing to remove some components. This is the trick to snap mods, by the way. The secret is hit them when they're so far away. Yeah, I don't know what I just deactivated. I did something though. Maybe I'm knocking their armor off. Yeah. Well, if I can cut it down to just one guy, that's fine. That's better. Hey, get back here, you butt! Oh, I'm gonna lose all my arrows here. And here I said I was good at sniping. All right. Oh yes, stay there. Let me do actual damage to you.
I've got other.
It's okay, Aloy. We've got this. Yeah, I'm very exciting to watch, as I'm sure you can tell. Oh no! Okay, hold on. We gotta maybe lead a little bit. Ah! Oh shoot. Oh man, sorry. I know this is not very exciting. But I don't want to actually engage snap mods. I really don't like them. How much health have you guys got? How are you still alive, you butts? Okay, that guy's down. No, he's not. Okay, hold on. I gotta make some more arrows. Yeah, the main story is a really good story. It's very good. It's, ah, shoot. That's on me. Maybe if I got a little bit closer, I could do a little bit more damage. Maybe if we come down here. This seems like maybe a better sniping point. Hold on. Okay, there's one guy down. He's like, huh? My friend is dead? Sorry, buddy. Oh, man. Okay. There we go. Anyway, sorry, I realized this is a... Oh! You don't say! Hold on, we gotta go, get the stuff from those, and then figure out how on earth we're supposed to approach this city. I did manage to do some damage to them, though. I did do damage. They did take damage. Oh, fire kiln root. Fire kiln root is my real nemesis, as it turns out. Because it looks like it's a healing item, but then it's just fire kiln root, which, as far as I am concerned, has no use. This is perhaps a little short-sighted of me, but you know. Alright, so presumably when I go into this water, I will not immediately get eaten by a million. Oh geez, there's a birdie. Okay, let's not get eaten by the birdie. Oh yes, sorry. Well, I mean, like, it took me a little while to get them is all. The music is definitely a little different. Yeah, this is my first time properly. Oh my gosh, right before the body goes away. That's rude right there. Oh, there's exclamation points inside. I don't know that there's any side quests that will be sufficient to sway me away from actually pursuing the main story, but we'll see. We'll see, they might. Thank you, Crono. I appreciate your support. It is kind of funny watching this guy just drift away. Campfire discovered. Yeah. What did I knock off of these guys? Some chill water. Some more chill water. Oh man. That bird. I do not want to get seen by that bird. I'm going to be really sad if I get seen by that bird. I just know it. Aloy has chill. I have some chill, maybe. Man, that is... Okay, Blaze, that's what I want, because you need that to set things on fire, as it turns out. Which is, as it turns out, extremely important. Alright. So let's try not getting murdered by the giant bird. Okay, we're gonna try to sneakity sneak and see if we can figure out the proper entrance. It's very nice of the Oseram to have a very distinctive way of being so that you can tell right away that this is Oseram. Hello! I think I found the way in. Hi. Yes, you saw me.
They must be Oseram. They've put their stamp on this place.
I like how Aloy and I have come to the same conclusion. You can easily identify.
Careful talking to strangers. Never to steal, they want something.
Alright.
I've had about enough of the Carja.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, so one thing that Crono had commented on was he had commented on the Carja's the cradle that the Carja had come from. Well, the Carja actually came from the same cradle as the Nora. As far as I can tell, all of these people originated from the same Eleuthia 9 cradle. Because we know about, we know at least specifically, we know that the Carja left the Nora lands. I'm sorry, this got really loud. We know that the Carja left Nora lands because we can hear that in the Carja origin stories. And we know that there's only a finite number of cradles. It's not like there was a cradle for every culture. So what we see here is one group of people emerging from one cradle and then splitting into several cultures over the course of 900 years?
Kept the wheel turning all day. By the forge, and I believe I worked a drink or two.
Oh man. Yes, you can hear the smith hammering. Man, you cannot hear anybody over the sound of the clang, 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 clang. Hello.
Keep the wheel turning all day.
Alright, you've got some generic
I
conversation.
believe I've earned a drink.
Oh man. Usually around here is where you find data points, and I'm wondering what the Oseram are.
Oseram eyes ain't built for this much sunshine.
Are the Oseram going to have their equivalent of the
Working hard? Keep it up.
the ridiculously bigoted Carja tour guide.
I've got a pair of sturdy Oseram hands, and I know how to put
700? No, I think it's 900. And I'm not necessarily saying that all of the cultures come, but the Carja specifically split off the Nora. Because they talk about leaving the Nora sacred lands because of a vision, and then coming 14 generations. And I used to actually have a hard time, and it is actually very difficult figuring out when you're developing a setting, how long does it take for a religion to really become deeply rooted? But there are some modern religions that that are not that old, but have gotten very, very deeply ingrained. And so I think it takes less time than I thought. Yes, trying to avoid attaching a number to things is good unless you really know what you're doing. World building is hard, man. Hello, merchant. I'm gonna come in here and take your stuff, and then I'm gonna talk to your people. Okay, usually they put that sort of thing out here because there's some piggies. But I'm looking to see if there's, like, data points. Data points? Maybe? No, I'm not seeing data points. Tragedy. I want data points.
Oseram don't always take kindly to strangers. Keep that in mind.
Yes, I will. I will try. But things simultaneously take more time and less time than you expect. All right, merchant, let us sell some junk. Oh, I'm actually gonna run low on echo shells maybe one of these days. Metal burn, I have a lot of that. I think I can sell some of that. Chill water also I don't use, so I think I can probably sell some of that. Metal vessels, I don't remember what I need those for. Blaze I actually have started using, so. Let's see. These are regular fast travel packs, I can sell those. Okay, I'm doing okay on the wire front. Sparkers, I definitely could sell some of those. Some lenses. Those are some serious lenses. My goodness. I've been fighting some stuff, haven't I? Man. I sure have. Alright, so let's find some of these things that are only sellable. I know I've got some of them. Rat bone, processed metal blocks, machine cores. Man. Ravager heart, long leg heart, snaplock, irregular ancient charms. We don't even know what these are, but corruptor heart, glinthawk heart, sawtooth heart, smooth ancient charm. Yes, these I can sell. The machine cores. I've got a fair bit of luminous braiding. I will eventually make armor with it, or buy armor with it rather. Okay. Alright. I've sold some stuff. Do I want to buy more wire? I did take down that stormbird, that's true, but I don't think that counts. I'm pretty sure that that was just that I cheap out a lot with it. Alright. Let's sell some of these things that are useless. Honestly, oh, I can sell one of these. Thanks, Crono. I feel like improving something in addition to is better than just the number is bigger. Maybe that's just me. It's an ex-Stormbird, yeah. That's true, Blue Glass. I was very underpowered, but also it started damaged and its AI glitched out. But I did take down a Stormbird shortly upon arriving in Carja land. It was really exciting. Yeah, I don't really use handling. I'm not really sure what if I should use handling. I'm not really sure if I care about handling. I don't suppose that I have the thing I need to buy the thing I want now, do I? I need to fight some Noposaurs. I really should just go fight some of these guys because I really want that. That's the one. That's the armor that I most want. And I can fight Bellowbacks now. Yeah, draw speed, which I haven't really noticed as a thing that I care too much about, but... Oh man. If there's one thing that I don't stay on top of, it is gameplay. I am very, very, very easily overwhelmed with games and gameplay, so I bite off only a little bit at a time and will blatantly disregard entire sections of mechanics until I have learned earlier stuff. Drawing out some lore, there you go. Hello.
Don't interrupt me.
Okay. So everything is circular here. I remember noticing the other village was circular. Hello, I'm going to take your stuff and then I'm going to get your quest. Hello, you've got a quest for me, friend. Petra.
Well, well. Always told Derval a woman would undo him, and he had it coming. I've calluses older than you.
I have calluses enough if you want to test me.
She sparks. I believe it, Flamehair. Petra Forge woman.
Aloy. Machine hunter.
Machine hunter, eh? Huh. I could have a use for you. Straight of it is, we're being muscled out of our own claim. That's why I've been working on this scrap-spitting beast. It's a dispute settler.
Okay, that's a lot. Okay, yes. So we have encountered. You don't say. This is another Horizon Zero Dawn girlfriend. All right. I'm not gonna lie. The spy is much more my type. But this woman is pretty great too. And I can absolutely see Crono just losing his mind. She could definitely princess carry you, Crono. She could just pick you up and carry you over her shoulders. She is definitely older than Aloy. Not an old lady, but she's definitely which is neat because she's she has a very lovely, very, very, very lovely design. She's very designed to be very, very pretty, and so on. And yet they weren't afraid with her face to like actually give her like some wrinkles and shadows. Which good for them. I'm glad they did that. All right, so let's talk to everyone else's Horizon Zero Dawn girlfriend. I'm sorry, I think mine is potentially going to remain the the spy. Even though she's terrible, I love her. Oh man. Yeah. All right, let's talk to her.
What is this place, Petra?
The Free Heap. Free because we answered to no one but ourselves, the metal, and the dust storms. And the heap's back there. A scrapyard, piled by Oseram past, from the leavings of the old ones. Breathe it in. Get the smell in you.
Smoke. And sweat.
Living in the trees has dulled your senses. I can taste 5 metals just in my spit.
So all this scrap was left by the ancients. Was it a battlefield?
Stockpile maybe. Or a rubbish heap. Packed so tight it all fused together. Those old ones tossed away more than we'll ever know.
Huh. I'm really curious about that. Oh my god, Crono is just really having a good time over here.
But don't you want to know? To understand what it all meant?
Nah. Some delvers spend their whole lives trying to make sense of it. Not me. What it means is there's good smelting here. Yeah, don't need to understand a forest to chop down the trees for your arrows.
If you did, you'd know Ridgewood makes better shafts.
Careful, you'll scald your tongue with that fire. I don't pine for the old ones. They had their time. Their works are finished. All their inventions are under mountains now, rust on bones. My sisters and brothers of the Forge will make a new world.
All right. Crono is having a very good time. This game definitely was created for people with similar types to Crono in mind. There have been a few ladies that meet that requirement.
So you're a Forge woman. You run the Forge and the town
Oh.
The town is the Forge, and everyone pulls their weight. The right way to do it without all the Eldermen having their say. If we were back in the claim Oseram land, 3 days argument anytime someone wants to hammer in a bolt.
Sounds infuriating.
Oh, it is. But we like arguing. You need hot air to keep a furnace burning.
Oh my god.
Still, some traditions aren't up for debate. I would have ended up Petra Forge wife. How do you like the sound of that?
I don't think it fits you.
Good answer. That's why I left. I was still young from the Forge then. Could make anything of myself before I cooled in my ways.
Okay, so I feel like the line, "You need hot air to run a furnace," might have been the reason why they made the Oseram have arguments as a centerpiece of their culture. Because that's a really good line. But also when you're building a world, when you're constructing societies, and you're not having them arise directly from modern societies and in our real world, you kind of can just kind of make stuff up and then figure out how that could have developed. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can look at things. You can make a world first and then figure out how that world's like geography and stuff might have shaped cultures. But also, like, because there's so much random chance that goes into the development of human societies in the real world based on the individuals who are born and how they're raised, and what natural disasters befall and what else is happening in the landscape and so on. Oh, hello, Baltimore GSO. Welcome. Thank you. Do you folks do you guys have a show coming up sometime soon, I think? Yeah, so the cultures have a distinct way of talking about like things like you kind of in order to hold on. That's that's just my capture card. The game is still working. Hold on. Come on. There we go. It's going to come back in a second. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're good. It's up on my screen. It's not up on this screen yet. Hold on. Give me just a second. I was talking and then I got excited and... Hold on. Let's try again. Okay, that worked. Have you tried turning it off and on again? No, sorry. I'm on a terror about world building. Okay, because there is such randomness. You can when you decide to make cultures in works of fiction that you're creating, just be like, all right, this is how the world works. This is how this culture is. Here's some concept of something that we that would be neat, that I like, that I know a lot about, that would be necessary for the story I want to tell, that would be funny, etc. So when they're like, okay, well we've got these forge people because one of the things that every single culture in Horizon Zero Dawn has, they're all defined to some degree by their relationship with technology, which makes sense because this game is about the relationship between mankind, humankind, and technology. And so, you know, you have the Nora who view it as taboo. You have the Carja, who have their own weird religion that kind of goes into it. You have the Oseram, for whom technology and building and stuff is the centerpiece of their their religion. So I assume when they were constructing this world for this story, knowing that this was the story that they wanted to tell, that was kind of, my guess is where they began. We have to have somebody who's where the technology is taboo, and our main character needs to come from that society so that she doesn't have knowledge that the player doesn't have, and she can gain knowledge as the player gains knowledge. It makes perfect sense to have her be an outcast within a tribe that has nothing to do with anyone else, that also refuses to use the technology around them. But then I could see them like being like, oh, we should have somebody who like worships making stuff with technology. And then we get the Oseram, and then, well, a forge requires hot air. That's funny. What if we made their culture one where they have to argue a lot? And so there's a lot of... So people compare the Oseram a lot, from what I've heard, to dwarves, and it makes sense because, like, Tolkien's dwarves are the, like, metal workers. And they have some other things in common. But, like, for me, like, a culture where arguing is a part of their culture, I mean, that's, like, literally... what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to question things and try to arrive closer to truth by questioning and challenging and arguing and debating in like Jewish faith and Jewish culture. And so I feel like there's elements of that. But so that it's not that the Oseram are like fantasy dwarf Jews or anything like that. But I do think that I wouldn't be surprised if in the development of their society, the writers of this game perhaps looked to a real world culture and were like, okay, there is in fact a real world culture that that has this like questioning and debating as like a big important fundamental part of how they view the world and how they interact with the world and each other. So it can be done. It makes sense. It can be a healthy, long-lived society and everything. So I like that you can't directly say these are exactly this culture and this is exactly these people. Whether that's fantasy races like Tolkien's dwarves or real world cultures. Like there's no direct 100% equivalent anywhere. But there's nothing wrong with people being able to make comparisons. And I do like the fact that the Oseram are different from the dwarves. They do have things in common with that, yes. But they're not just dwarves. They have elements of their culture that seem to be unique to them. There is still something that's kind of surface level about the cultures, which is part of why I feel like it's plausible for me that in 700 to 900 years you'd have these, like, you know, 4 main different cultures, is that like there is something kind of surface level in some ways about them. But they still have their own history and their own identity. If you think about it, a lot of modern countries are not that old. And prior to being countries with a sense of national identity, they had been like city-states. But now they have a sense of national identity. But that national identity arose within the past 700 years or less in some cases. So yeah, I think that it's plausible to have it be 700 years, 14 generations with the Carja. I think 14 Sun Kings. That doesn't mean 14 full generations, because there can be overlap and some of them can die when they're young, and so on. I don't know. I think that's plausible. It's interesting, but there is a risk that you take when you start putting dates to things, numbers of years, number of generations, and so on, where people start saying that's plausible or that's implausible. And what's fun about that is that sometimes the things that people think are implausible can be based directly in actual fact, but they don't feel plausible. And that's always fun, having to find a way to balance that, especially if you're actually writing something based on history. Yeah, I'm excited about playing Forbidden West at some point. I'm looking forward to playing it. The thing is, I don't know that I would say that the devs are taking a swing at religion so much as they are showcasing the positives and negatives of religions, which is an interesting thing that we're able to see in the sections that we just saw, where Aloy emerges from the All-Mother's cave with blue light behind her, and the Nora see her come out, and she's the chosen one of the goddess. And we know that's not the case. The like ironic tension there is really interesting. Oh yeah, Legend of Korra just abolishes any plausibility, I think, whatsoever, as far as the timeline. Basically, they wanted to have modern technology, so they decided that within one generation, modern technology happens. And you know, I have so many problems with Korra that's only scratching the surface. It would be mediocre but acceptable fanfic if it were just fanfic. Unfortunately, it is canon, but it has some fanfic that's better than its canon. So I read that. But yeah, well, Johnny, see that? Okay, that's something that's really fun. That's something that's super fun. Will you forgive me if I have a moment? We're gonna go back to talking to Crono's new wife soon. But if you can handle me, or give me a minute here. One of the things that I love here, and this is a thing that I've spoken to my writing mentors about because it came up in one of the projects that I was working on in grad school. We can know that there's a technological, we can point and say this is what it is. And it's not magic, and it's not holy, it's not sacred, it's just straight up technology, it's just straight up a thing made by people. We can point out, we can say this is why this thing happens. It is not a chosen one chosen by a goddess. Aloy was created by artificial intelligence who was created by humans, and it's just a series of, you know, code making decisions that make the most sense to it based on its programming, you know. But there are certain elements of the story that some people have kind of complained about. I don't think people have said it depends, you know. People have said Aloy, the circumstances of Aloy's birth and being rescued from the mountain and raised by the Nora and surviving to do this and all of that stretches plausibility. Because Gaia, the artificial intelligence, does not control that. So that's all just kind of happened coincidentally. And so it's kind of like why this person, how did all this happen? And there is kind of an element underneath it all, if you want. No, I'm not talking about suspension of disbelief necessarily, Crono. What I'm saying is that there's kind of an element of fate in there as well. And you can, even in a story that has everything explainable by technological fact and human action, choose to allow for some sense of mystery, some sense of it is a marvel that this happened. It is a marvel that this could happen. And so maybe it seems like a coincidence, a series of implausible coincidences. But I think it's kind of fun and interesting to think at the idea of fate, of the universe perhaps contributing, giving a little nudge. You know, humans created Gaia. So Gaia is not, from our perspective where we're sitting, Gaia is not, we know that Gaia is not actually a goddess. It's an artificial intelligence created by humans to fix their screw up. From the point of view of the Nora, obviously Gaia is all mother, Gaia is a goddess. But from our perspective, like, we know that Gaia isn't. But there's kind of this extra element of all these things that had to line up just right for this to happen. You know, like, it's kind of like Gaia puts her faith. Well, yeah, what's fun is that Gaia is the goddess figure that that the Nora put their faith in. But Gaia, the goddess figure, is an artificial intelligence who put her faith in her creator, Elizabeth. And it's interesting, that little bit of faith that ultimately it is the goodness in humanity that saves the world in the form of Aloy. Yeah, well, Elizabeth and Aloy are the same person genetically, but it is fate in a way that they turned out to have similar values and have similarities. And so I don't know. I think there's something interesting there. Whether it works for everyone or not is another story. Like, you know, there are certainly people are certainly entitled to their opinions if they feel that it stretches credibility. Absolutely. If that doesn't work for you, that doesn't work for you. But for me, it's not really an issue of stretching credibility, because we are willing to accept those same coincidences in stories that explicitly have magic and fantasy in them. And we are willing to accept coincidences sometimes in stories that do not explicitly have magic or divine intervention. But because this one, I think, it challenges this concept of divinity and says, actually, no, that's just something that humans made. Like, I don't know. I think it's interesting. And I'm not tying this neatly in a bow, you know, but this is just thoughts and observations and stuff. And so for me personally, there feels like there's like that element of faith and hope and possibility that works out if you have faith and you have hope. And faith doesn't have to be a religious thing. For Elizabeth, it's not. For Gaia, it's not. But it's still faith that something that there's a chance, that there's hope. So yeah, it is interesting that Elizabeth is actually, like, I mean, Elizabeth, obviously Aloy is a clone of her, but in a way, like, Elizabeth creates Gaia, creates Aloy, and Gaia looks to Elizabeth as her creator and in a way as her savior. But Aloy, I don't know. It's like more of an inheritance there. See, it's funny, Blue Glass. My old website, when I was in middle and high school, was called A Ray of Hope. A single ray of hope can cast away shadows. I have always been a needlessly dramatic and serious person. So yeah. I really enjoy this game. So I'm gonna go back to talking in the game, but thank you for indulging me, and don't think I'm done. I'm not done. I've just been thinking about this stuff. I've been thinking about Gaia. I've been thinking about how humanized Gaia is, how Gaia has this massive capacity for compassion, how she feels sad about the other extinction events before humanity, how she is compassionate and worried about Elizabeth when Elizabeth says, I don't know if I did the right thing after the world has ended, and Gaia is confident, has faith in her, you know, and trusts her. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna keep talking in the game. I swear to God, I can progress the game. I swear I can.
So you left your homeland and came here?
Went to Meridian. Everyone does. Joined the work gangs on the Great Elevator. We finished just as the Mad King got a taste for blood. So I spat and swore I'd find a place for everyone who stuck with me. We lived job to job until the war ended. Then we came upon this old Oseram camp. Long abandoned, metal piled up high. A place to start again. Place to leave my mark. When I was your age, I thought the lasting mark came from the hardest strike.
I suppose you know better now that you're an elder.
Trade secret.
Oh, that was amazing. Okay, it's funny because this woman keeps rubbing it in how much younger than her Aloy is. So Aloy's like, all right, I mean, if you want to do that, we'll do that. Oh, man. Yeah, Oseram culture is interesting. I like the idea of some of them being like, we don't feel like playing by the rules, so we're going to set off and do our own thing. And of course we have the outcasts from the Nora who are doing the same thing. I don't know if we have... I mean, I'm not going to count. I'm not going to count the Eclipse. But I don't know if we have... Do we have Carja who are just like, yeah, we don't feel like Carjaing it up. We're going to kind of do our own thing. I don't know that we have a rebel Carja thing that isn't just trying to do the same thing but elsewhere with somebody else at the heart. All right, let's see what her weapon is.
This weapon you're working on, I've never seen anything like it. Your design?
See my face in it, can you? This one's mother helped reclaim Meridian back in the day. A job like that isn't done with strategy. They needed to shake the walls, turn the mad Sun King's army to blood and feathers. What's that face for?
Weapons with such power.
It's not the weapon, Flamehair, it's the wielder. If that siege had touched the Great Elevator, they'd have answered to me. Good work, that elevator. Story in every chain link. I'll make you suffer them one day if you like. This beast doesn't have a story yet. Too heavy to carry, eats metal like a snap mall.
That's interesting. Aloy is uncomfortable with weapons of mass destruction. She has some idea of what weapons of mass destruction can do, on several levels, actually. I like Petra's love for her work, her pride in her work. And it is interesting to hear someone talk about the war, outside of the perspective of the people who are invested in the outcome for Meridian. if that makes sense. If that is an inclusive enough statement about most of the other people we've talked to about it, whether they are in favor of Free Meridian, opposed to Free Meridian, whether they are Oseram but who care about Meridian, like Erend and his sister, or Carja and care about what happens to Meridian, like, oh, I don't know, Avad, the Sun King. All right, let's see what comes next.
You said you're being pushed out of your territory.
Oh yeah,
Out of the junk heap. A pack of scrappers came snuffling in just after we opened a good seam of weapon parts.
Oh.
And now we've got a standoff with a gang of bandits at our foundry. They blockaded us out. They're sitting on our power cells. Guess they like shiny things. Well, to finish up our defenses, I need those parts and cells. In and out job. Keep your hands clean.
I'm not afraid of getting them dirty.
Aren't you a blast of air from the bellows?
Oh no, Heap of Trouble. That's a terrible and wonderful pun. Well done. All right. So basically, some bandits have shown up to be absolute butts. Look at this thing that she's got. I'm not quite sure what it is. And yes, Nil's ears perk up. I love her making fun of, like, there's no way that the bandits are, like, intentionally going after this stuff because it's valuable. Like, she's basically, like, there's no, it's not that the bandits would certainly not be going after it because of what it is. So they just like shiny things because they aren't going to know what it is or why it's valuable. What? Okay. Pliers and things. On a different table, these tools would be very, very uncomfortable, but she's just making stuff. Alright, well I guess we can go beat up some bandits. Might as well. I thought this was going to be a proper Oseram city, but it's not. We haven't gotten into the claim proper. Oh yeah, I should actually make sure I've got enough
That
stuff.
explosion in the city was his doing. I hear it was meant to be a lot bigger.
Oh right, Derval. Yeah, everybody's got opinions on Derval. I love how when the Carja are like, the Oseram are gonna let Derval go, and I'm like, have you ever talked to an Oseram about Derval?
You look like you can handle yourself.
I do really like their designs. Okay, so there's a lot of pretty girls in both the Oseram and Carja societies.
It's just me. Do Carja people walk slow? And they have places to be?
Who's... I guess
Can't
this
say I've had occasion to debate a Nora before. Might be fun.
Hello. So I'm just looking around here. So I guess they won't have lore bits here because this is just...
Teach the Carja nothing else. Steal to my soul. We'll teach them how to hold their liquor.
They'll teach them how to hold their liquor. Yes, okay, okay. Yes, Dark Park, I was wondering if debate was being used as a euphemism there. Somebody's appreciating Aloy from a distance. Alright, so we are going to, where are we heading? Where are we heading? Quests. Side quests. Heap of Trouble. Oh, that's low level. Guess I could have come here earlier. Go to the bandit lair. Do you folks mind if we, kill some bandits? Okay, well, Crono wants to get on his new wife's good side. And the rest of us are enthusiastic about... What is this? This is very interesting. What is this, like, chin-up bar? Okay, so last time I wondered what the heck something was. Apparently it was like a charcoal making thing outside of Oseram territory. So maybe this is something like that. Okay, yes, we do have a pretty girl to impress. That's true. But what's neat, so this game has a lot of extremely pretty girls. But they're not like pretty girls designed with the male gaze in mind, if that makes sense. Like, yes, a lot of, I think as I understand it, a lot of dudes are interested in women who could princess carry them. And so the strong women, like physically strong women in this game, are likely to appeal to a lot of them. But their actual designs are not that. And even the really pretty femme girls that I like in the Carja side of things are generally not that either. It's kind of neat. Turns out when you decide to create respectful characters, it doesn't mean you have to create absolutely sexless, unattractive people. You just have a slightly different way of thinking about your characters as people. I haven't really set people on fire a lot in this game, no. I'm not a big fan of fire, but it turns out it's really good for the big machines. So I think I might have set some of the people who were friends with those big machines last stream on fire, but... Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done with Forbidden West, but first I gotta get through Zero Dawn. Oh my god. Oh no, folks. I don't get to Skyrim Horsey this one. Can you believe it? How on earth They're preventing me from Skyrim horseying. Wait. No, that is definitely too steep a cliff. Yeah, I don't think I can do this. Well, like, and it's okay to have really sexy characters in games, and that's totally all right. It's just when that's like the default option and the like only option and the only way that you think of female characters, and it's done in a really like dehumanizing kind of way. Man, that's way up there. Sorry, I'm just looking around. I got distracted. Oh, there's a really big bird. I should probably not mess around too much here. Oh, but there's a metal flower somewhere. Where is the metal flower? Hold on. I'm gonna potentially make a regrettable decision. Yeah, it doesn't have... Well, so the concept of like how people are divided culturally is different from our modern conception of race. But there's still, yes, ethnocentrism and bigotry. A lot of it. It's just that it's not based on the way people look physically. Because, frankly, there is not a consistent way that people look physically because of the way that the cradles were designed, which is really an interesting decision. It's very neat. But it manages to not be, like, totally, like, unrealistically idealistic, you know? Of, like, if there was no physical thing, then everybody would be fine and nobody would be bigoted. Hold on. Maybe, is that... Huh. Might have to go down there. Oh, I crouch a lot because I don't want to make noise. You gotta stealth everything. So I wear my stealth armor. And I, stealth walk. It's funny, I told people, that when I first started playing this game, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stealth walk everywhere, and they were like, no, you're not. Anyway, I've now played this game. How many streams are we on? 35 streams? How many hours are we in? I don't know, and it's impossible to measure because a lot of it is just like Lauren runs around being where is that? How do I get there? It's just Lauren runs around talking. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to go. Oh, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do this. I think this might involve making a bird mad. I don't want to make a bird mad. I would rather not make a bird mad. But if I do this, can I go around this way? Will this not make the bird mad? Let's see if we can avoid making the bird mad. On the other hand, the bird might just decide to kill me. In which case, I guess, so much for that. Have you seen that bird, though? Like, that's an awfully big bird. Getting it mad would be potentially very dangerous for me. All right. Where is my... Please do not. Please do not. Sorry, I'm trying to get the bird to not. Okay, did I go the right way? I did. Okay. We're gonna do this. This might be a bad idea, but I want this metal flower. I want to see what poem it is. This set of poetry seems to be translated poems. I'm not sure what else the commonalities are among them beyond that, other than obviously having nature elements and the relationship between humanity and nature specifically. But that's fairly standard among the others as well. Here we go. That one was relatively not dangerous. It probably would have been more dangerous if I hadn't decided to Skyrim horsey it. Alright, so this is actually the first of the Mark IIs. Alright, so now we know, if I remember correctly, these weren't the, this wasn't the Artemis, was this Artemis? Sorry, just in case my roommate comes home. No, Artemis was the animals. I don't think that Artemis was the plants. I don't remember which one this was. Let's see what this poem is. Oh. When dawn hennas her hands with the blood of the horizon, let the new bride of the golden veil uncover her shining face. Oh, man. Well, this definitely is not, it's definitely not from the same culture and era as Longfellow and others. This is really beautiful. Is this Demeter? Okay. It's a very, very beautiful. If Demeter was one of them, then okay, then yes, that would make sense. Artemis is animals, Demeter is plants. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. That's why I thought it didn't make sense for it to be Artemis that did the plants as well. But so now we know that there was a set... Did we... We didn't meet the human in charge of the Demeter project. We didn't. We didn't, did we? We met the human in charge of the Athena project. Samina, I think was her name. I think. And we met the person in charge of the Eleuthia project, and we met the person in charge of the Hades project. Apollo! I'm sorry, it's not Athena, it's Apollo. I'm gonna just keep doing that for the entire rest of the game. It's not Athena. She's the goddess of wisdom. I'm sorry, but the learning, it seems. I know Apollo is tied into that as well, but you can see why my brain would assume it was Athena, right? You can see why my brain would assume that the goddess of wisdom would be the one behind learning. Maybe that's what they did wrong. Because Apollo is kind of a jerk. Maybe if they had gone with Athena instead of Apollo, it wouldn't have gone wrong. I'm sorry, as a serious Artemis appreciator for my whole life, I'm obligated to complain about Apollo. This is what I do. And tactical warfare, shutting the shutdown code. See, that's right, Blue Glass, yes. Okay, so this text is from an Ottoman poem. Alright, that's interesting. Because these are all translated from... I don't know if they're from even remotely similar regions of the world, but it is interesting because we have these haiku right here. And then these, which really feel like they're just like romantic English poetry, you know? Minerva instead of Athena for the code breaking function. Okay. I guess that one didn't stick in my brain. Because one of the things that I was beginning to wonder is, were these poems picked out by the humans who were working on the Metal Flower project, the Demeter project, or did Gaia pick them out from the poems of human history when she sent them out? Because presumably she was involved with sending these, but not the creation of them. So I'm guessing it's humans, but it also would be very Gaia-like to love human poetry and want to celebrate that. All right. And there's more stuff this way and another metal flower there, and presumably there'll be something story related to get me going out here, but I really probably ought to go where I'm supposed to go, which is here, which is not where I am. Part of me, not gonna lie, part of me wants to just like run on through there and see what happens if I keep going this way. You know, Oh, yes, yes. We're making Harry Potter references. I liked the actress they had for that role. For McGonagall. I'm trying to get a sense for... I think this is going to probably be bad news for me. What does that mean? Oh, sawtooths! Psh, sawtooths. Whatever. Psh, sawtooths. Psh. I can override those guys. Or I could just go fight them. Do I want to? Why would I want to fight them? Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I was very dissatisfied with the Disney Hercules movie. I actually don't think I saw it when it first came out because I was so... Basically all I needed to do, all I needed to hear was that Hera was Hercules' mother in it, and I was just like, oh, this is not for me. Wow, the music sure is intense here. Why is it so intense? What is this? What have I accidentally stumbled into? Is this how to get to the claim? Dawn's Sentinel? Is this going to take me into... Is this the claim? Is this whole section right here Oseram territory? No, it's not blue glass, but I took myself too seriously for that. Oh no, I do want to help Petra. I got curious. I got sidetracked. And now I'm trying to figure out what this is. And then we'll teleport back. Oh. Yeah, we'll teleport back. That's Nora territory. Oh. Oh, okay. Huh. Alright, okay, yeah, I see. Right, okay, huh. Huh. Wait. Oh. Oh, if I come around the north end of this, and normally we go through here. Oh. And then there's just this one metal flower just hanging out here in the middle of the mountains, because why not? Okay. Okay. I have been into Greek mythology for a long time. If you watched me play Hades, you heard more than you could possibly want to know about that. That sounds like that's the bird that's making it make scary music. Does the bird know I'm here? Or am I closer to the bird? We'll teleport back to Petra in a minute. I'm pretty sure I couldn't take one of those birds. Part of me just kind of want to try. At some point I will. Okay, I can't go down that without dying. I definitely get distracted. Can I look through this? Aloy does not know how to look through looking glasses. Alright, well. Hello. You won't talk to me. You look kind of scary. Oh no, maybe it's just you guys. I could try to blow you up, but I think I probably won't. I think I should probably actually go do what I said I was gonna do. Alright, we're gonna go teleport back here. We got a metal flower. Okay, look. Those are exciting and interesting. Hi, Cyber! Oh, good to see you again, friend. Hello. Hello. I took some classes, speaking about mythology classes, I took a class that was about epics, and so it had mythology in it. And classics classes will have mythology. Well, I'm glad you could join us. We got sidetracked because there's a pretty girl who needs our help. But because she's Oseram, she's like an awesome, strong, tough, can handle a lot of things, but could use a hand. Alright. I'm not going to take the high ground here. I might regret it. Oh, look at that! I bet I can climb that. Those are yellow things. I bet that's for climbing. I don't know why that's for climbing, but I'm going to climb it. Oh, is that the bandit already?
If I had right of rule, I'd have taken the town first. More slaves for digging up lightning boxes.
Then make your claim for it when the others get here. Won't be long now.
Okay, well, they're establishing that these guys are all bad. Oh, there's some bad guys. Okay, what else have we got here? Scrappers, but they're not corrupted scrappers because this isn't the, what's they're called. Alright. This bunch of bandits. There's probably more than that. I was just checking to make sure there wasn't like nil secretly here. Because this is definitely his kind of thing. Okay, so there's some scrappers over there. Can I take out this guy over here? Probably. Okay, hold on. Okay, there goes one. Alright. See, these guys are none too bright. Okay. My favorite non-Aloy character so far. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, hold on, I gotta shoot this guy before he sees and raises the alarm. Who else? There's a lot of good characters in this game, honestly. It took me a little while to realize how good the side cast is when I was first getting started, but oh, hello. I'm surprised you haven't seen me yet, buddy, but that's fine. That's not my problem. Alright. Well, this is going okay so far. There's gonna be... Okay, yeah, there's more guys. Oh man, Blameless Maraud is awesome. I really like the spy lady, but I'm not emotionally connected to her. I do really love, man, I do love Avad and Erend. I do like them a lot. They are good and interesting and flawed characters. I don't know who have my favorites been? Erend, did I not call him did I call him the wrong name? Varl is really good too, and I just, part of the problem is that because you don't consistently spend time with, you know, like, you don't consistently hang out with the same people. So they'll be really interesting and have really good and compelling stories for a while, and then they just won't be in the game for a while. Which is not my favorite thing, and does tell me that I think overall in the long run, open world games are probably not the most for me, because of that. Let's see, am I actually gonna have to go forward? Are you gonna actually make me come out of my little hidey hole here? Oh, you're gonna actually make me come out of my hidey hole, aren't you? How dare! Rude. No. Okay. Oh, okay, there are more of them. I figured that. Oh, hello. You're up there. You got a lot of visibility up there. I should probably take you out. Okay, you've got your back to me. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to think through who my... So that makes it harder for me to think of who my favorite characters are because I have to remember, like, oh, back when there was, you know, story with them. Oh, shoot, I can't see you from here. Can I see you from here? There we go. Oh, shoot. I'm not visible. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, buddy. Oh, shoot. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Yeah, no. Oh, shoot. 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 That's on me.
Don't mind me.
Darn it. I'm just gonna backtrack a little bit. Yeah, no, Horizon does really good things with its open world game. I guess what I'm saying is mostly just that I don't feel that open world games are going to become a staple in my, like, game playing life.
Rost always said, patience.
If that makes sense. It's kind of like how, I don't think I'm going to be playing roguelikes anytime soon, even though I really loved Hades, because they've kind of, both Horizon and Hades have managed to do something to make a genre of game that's never really been my thing appeal to me. But that is kind of, in some ways, despite them being that genre. If that makes sense. Because I'm so narrative focused in my interests in games, and those are two genres that, generally speaking, don't have that as a priority. All right, getting a bit closer. Surely I can take somebody else out here from this point. I guess I can climb up here. Actually, let's try this. Let's see what happens if we do this.
All this scrap dragged here from who knows where and when.
Oh. Oh, wow, that is a lot of scrap. I wonder what that's doing here. I do wonder where it came from and what its story is. Yeah, sorry, Subnautica is too horror for me. I have a friend who played it and told me about it because she knew I wouldn't be able to handle it, because I honestly wouldn't. Okay, so you'll come back here. I can drop you. Shoot, you pace around a little too much for this. Okay, hold on. You're gonna come back here eventually. I don't know what that phobia is, so I don't know if that applies to me. My phobias are fire. Oh. Yeah, I fortunately do not have a particular phobia of the ocean. God, this guy is going really fast. Okay, cool. Okay, this guy's pacing around. Okay, I'm gonna wait for my thing to get better. Oh, shoot. Okay, he's down. Okay, he didn't get a chance to tell anyone that I was here. Cool. Alright, so I'm sorry. I realize that my way of stealthing things here is maybe not the most exciting to watch, and my apologies for that. But this is what I do. Caves are scary. Yes, no, I do have a cave phobia, as anybody who's watched me play for a while can attest. You'll have seen some of that. Let's see, can I drop this guy without, maybe not. Okay, so if I climb up here, because I took out the guy that was up there, so I might be able to, oh, I could take out this guy, and there's this rooftop here. I did play through Tacoma, actually. I enjoyed Tacoma. Because I had played the other game, what is the other game? There was another game by that team, but then Tacoma was better. Like more, it was more, I think. I'm trying to remember. But I did really enjoy Tacoma. I played a lot of Gone Home, that's it, yes. Gone Home was very, very good, but then Tacoma was doing something bigger in a way, if that makes sense. Like, Gone Home was something that I think was very brave at the time, in that its existence was radical. But Tacoma had bigger things to say. Once they got there. Okay, hold on, let's see if we can go up here like this. Alright, Aloy. I'm sorry to do this to you, hun, but, man, there are a lot of these guys. Okay. Shoot. Oh, shoot, oh, shoot, oh, shoot, oh, shoot. Hold on. Edith Finch, unfortunately, I think is too content warning for me.
Move along now.
As I understand it. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Do not come out this way. Do not actually come out this way, guys. Do not actually see me. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, friends. Nothing to see here.
Can breathe again.
Okay, we're good. Alright, that turned out okay. I've been having fun playing a bunch of different smaller games on Thursdays in between our big games. Although I am a little concerned about my ability long term to play through Stray, because there's some gameplay intense sections that happen to also mess with some like emotional content that I have that I personally have a harder time with. That's just a me thing. Okay. Can I see anyone here? I could drop you guys. If I'm fast enough, I can maybe take you both. Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. We're gonna shoot. Aloy, come on. Oh, Obra Dinn is very good at what it is. What it is not something that is going to be like my favorite game of all time, but it is very, very good. It's a little bit spooky or dark, like a little bit horror in some places for me personally. But I'm a total sucker for logic puzzles. My favorite experiences, of course, are going to be emotionally engaging, and that is one thing that Obra Dinn doesn't really have going for it. But as a lover of, like a lifelong lover of logic problems, it really... I love how this guy, like, his friend got dropped right beside him. And he goes right back and stands where his friend was, where he had gotten shot at before. And he's like, whatever, this is fine. I'm fine. Alright, okay, so I think we can go down now. Oxenfree! Man, Oxenfree was one that was like... I didn't realize I was getting into a horror game. And granted, it's like teenager PG-13 horror. So that's pretty minor as horror goes. But I am a Lauren. Is there a way over? No. There it is. This is the way to do that. I am a Lauren who is scared of things. Unfortunately. So it was a little much for poor little me. But I did manage to play through it. It was well written. I found its attempt at naturalism in its dialogue to be a bit hard. Oh, I guess I could have shot that guy from up there. Well, that's fine. We're gonna figure out our next plan of attack, which might involve. Oh, how do I get it? Oh, okay. Oh, is that the more Talos? I do love Talos. Oh, look at this. I can jump across here. We're gonna do this. Aloy. Okay. Thank you, Aloy. Okay. It's nice of them to set this section up for this. Yeah, no, I had a couple of points while playing Oxenfree where I had to stop and ask chat if it got any more horror than that.
Bandits have a good defense. Better spot all their sentries before I look for the power cells.
Okay, yeah, they do have a lot of guys. Well, fortunately, I've done a pretty good job here. Isn't Control by the Max Payne team? Am I right? Hey, Kira's. Oh man, I did like Max Payne a lot. Unfortunately, that team really likes horror, as you can tell by the existence of Alan Wake, who is like literally Stephen King. And Alan Wake is unfortunately too much for Lawrence, although I do really love the music. Oh my goodness, do I love the music, you know? There's that one song. It's just really good. Just really, really good. Oh man. Okay, so they set this up for you to snipe their snipers. Oh, neat. Oh, I could rappel down. Hold on. Who else can I take out? Can I take out the rest of you guys from here? Maybe. Oh man. House of Leaves is definitely something that I've been told is not for Lawrence. Okay, hold on. Oh, I do like things that have accessibility controls, like Celeste style. Okay. Well. I think we might have taken care of business here. I'm not seeing any of the rest of them pop up on my radar. It is really, really nice when things have accessibility features. It's so important. Maybe I should have taken out the... I don't know if the scrappers come out here or not, but I guess if they do, scrappers are not as scary as other things. Thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, there's so much in this game to dig into. Like, there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot of really fascinating storytelling strategies that they are using. So it's really interesting to think about the characters. Oh, I guess I could have stealthed my way through here, I guess, or not killed people. I think that was one of the options. And then Aloy said, I don't mind getting my hands dirty. Okay, how do I get through here? Do I just walk? No. How do I get in there? Did I do this wrong? I guess I did this wrong. I do really like the characterization now of Aloy herself. She's fantastic. I do like actually quite a few of the side characters. To a degree that I would be kind of hard pressed to just straight up say who's my favorite side character. Like who do you folks think is my favorite side character? Like who are some of our top contenders? I'm just gonna climb down the ladder. just gonna climb down the ladder, and if somebody shows up, I guess I'm gonna punch them in the face with my spear. That's my strategy. I'm very strategic.
There, a power cell.
Oh man, I wonder if I can use one of those for my Mewtwo armor. Anyone who arrived late to stream, I actually went back to the first ruins because I thought there was a thing there that I needed for the Mewtwo armor, but it turns out there's not. And I'd already done everything there, so tragically, I wasted some time. But folks are very patient and understanding, and I appreciate that you don't mind too much when I decide to go randomly off in some direction. Varl and Sona are great. I like Varl more. Sona is a very well done character, and I'm super glad that she's in the game. But kind of by necessity, she's not somebody that you become like BFFs super like lovingly attached to in the same way. Like it's Mewtwo. Look, okay, when I call it Mewtwo armor, you know exactly what I mean, don't you? Right? Right? Oh, obviously Travis Tate is my favorite, yes. Yes. No, he's a very well done character. You know, actually no. You know who my favorite character who isn't Aloy is? In all seriousness, it's our Apocalypse Shitstorm tour guide. That's who. It's not really fair to compare anyone else to him, though. Oh. He's so well done. When we never see him, I mean, maybe we will later, but at least as far as like going basically all the way through his story, we never see his face, but we don't need to see his face. You know, we know him so well. His story is so good. And that ending is just, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah, viewpoint guy. Oh, I guess maybe we were only talking about present day characters. I got distracted thinking about what a good character he is and what a good story he has. Oh, shoot. There's some more guys. I didn't realize there were more guys. Are there any other guys that I didn't see? Am I gonna actually have to snipe? Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do this. Are there any other guys? Did those guys spawn here when I came in? They might have. I mean, basically, he's just like, the world is ending, and I have decided to document my family's story. Okay. Well. Sorry, guys. Probably should do things other than sniping sometimes. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, hey, we're gonna throw some scary things at you now. Once you finish this quest, we're gonna...
Okay, done. Now to get into the Scrapper's Run and find those weapon parts.
Okay. Oh, Silence! Silence! Yeah, he's a very well done character. Here we go.
You'll get yours when the clan blows in. Town's good as torched.
I think I'm fairly close to the end of the game, but not like at the very end of the game. Okay, so that guy's gonna go back and fight them. I think he might find that the Oseram are better equipped to defend themselves than he thinks. All right, let's go fight the Scrappers. Yeah, because he's basically like, I'm not going to fight you because,
Scrabbling a bit.
I'm not going to fight you because, I'm going to go burn down the city. The town. That's fine. I'm going to have faith in their ability to defend themselves to some degree while I go take care of business over here. God, it is cold. I've got the heater on and it's still cold. Okay, so that's the scrapper's den there. So we're gonna go back up and fight them from up top. The music is getting a little bit ominous. Hold on. Alright. Here we go. So what we got here? We got 2 scrappers. I don't know if there's anything else. It's interesting the scrappers didn't get summoned until the weapons were opened. That I find very interesting. Scrappers are pretty easy, right? They're fairly early game stuff. Hold on. Body, power cells a weakness.
Let's get this over with.
Oh. Oh. You gonna come running up here, buddy?
Follow up.
Okay. Oops. Sorry. It is actually kind of a shame. They look like they're in pain and it makes me a little sad for them. Aloy sure is running fast. Oh, and she's vaulting over this. Like, they've designed this. The music is way more intense than a couple of scrappers deserve. Sorry, scrappers. Okay, so this is a scrapper's run. Is there anything else down here besides scrapper stuff? Accidental dubstep. Their hyena frame and Dremel tooth, yes. Hold on. Gonna get this. Contemporary characters, like Aloy's story characters. Oh gosh, who do I like the best? Oh shoot, oh shoot. Oh, I made too much noise. Somebody could hear me. Alright, well it's good to know that there's somebody over there. Who heard me? Oh, there's more scrappers. Okay. Yeah, there's a certain boss in Dark Souls that has an animation. If you've played Dark Souls, you know what I'm talking about with this. It's quite impressive, really, when game designers can make you feel things for characters that you don't really know through the design and movement of that character. Hello. I guess I'm gonna shoot you now. Sorry. Okay, that's a good way of doing that. Cool. See if I can get a clean shot at you. Oh, I see you're breaking down your friend. Boom. Sniffing at the ground. Like, oh. Boom! Are there any more guys? Hi, Dad on the internet. Welcome. Guess what? I'm having adventures with Aloy tonight. Don't think I can go across that, actually. I think I'm gonna have to actually go down properly. Oh, I do really like Teb. Do really like Talana. Rost is amazing, yes. Thank you for the subscription, Dad on the internet. Thank you for helping support me and my streaming habit. Okay, we're good. Oh, there's probably another way that I'm supposed to do this, but you know, I did what I did, and what I did is, oh, there's some more. Okay, there are more. Wow, it's a lot of these guys. I mean, fortunately, they're not that hard, but there might be like a lot of them, maybe. There's sure a lot of stuff out here. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, I want the high ground. I want to be up.
Lots of scrappers prowling. Hope they haven't stripped the parts already.
There's a lot of them. I enjoy Tirsa in the game, but she's not. You gonna come out here, buddy? Oops. Oh, shoot! Tramplers. I don't think I want to mess with them. Hold on. Did I just knock my rock all the way over there? Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on! Come on, buddy. Hi, Nick. Sorry, I got distracted looking at the game. Talking about Robotman gets corrupted, Sun Ring. Oh, yeah, the corruption in the Sun Ring was a sad. Like, it felt really uncomfortable. Where you're like if they have some like agency and self. Sorry, I got distracted. You know, Dad on the Internet, we try very hard to have a very good and positive community, which, by the way, if anyone here is enjoying hanging out with us and wants to join us, we do have a Discord of our very own. The Flutie Pies Discord is a nice and friendly spot. Can I climb these yellow things? I wonder. I don't know what I would do with them, but... Oh, there's some good stuff in here. Hold on. I think the Discord is full of cool people. I'm also biased. But come on, come visit. Come on, buddy.
The scrappers made that pile. Strange. Let me find something Petra can use. Fast.
The scrappers made that what was she saying? Oh. Yeah, feel free to lurk. Sorry, unfortunately, I have not finished our finished fixing our bot. We changed the bot. Yeah, she was trying to figure out what the scrappers were doing. Why they've created these piles. Hello, hostile machine scrapper. How can you sense that I'm here? Am I noisy? Just bouncing around, just bouncing your little scrapper butt. Oh, I blew you up. Sorry, scrapper. I'm not really all that sorry. There's another guy over there. I think that's the last of them. Okay, well, I'm gonna just drop to the ledge here. I'm gonna pick up my rocks. These are cars. That's a pile of cars. Yeah, that's what the difference is, Tiger Drago. Oh. I removed your component and you didn't even notice? Huh? I'm not quite sure how that worked. But it did, apparently. The music is certainly very exciting here. It's like a trebuchet or something like that. Okay, there's a... Hold on, there's a guy over here. Gonna... Oop. Aloy. Got stuck on something. Alright. Whole bunch of scrappers I took out. I'll be able to see this guy from this side, so he'll be able to see me. So I'm gonna get my rock. Gonna get this. Hi, buddy. Are you the last one? I think you are. I sure hope so, otherwise, Okay, the music seems to have calmed down. It is interesting that they managed to make, like, the junk is still here. Like, all of this stuff is still here. What even? Alright, I think there's one more weapon parts stash place to get that I missed. And then we'll have gotten everything there is to get, and we'll have to go rescue the city. Oh shoot. Who? Who thinks they hear me? Who thinks they sense me?
Back to Petra. I've been in the scrapyard long enough.
There's gonna be some bad guys here, I think, that sensed me, and I don't know that I like that because I don't know what they are because they weren't showing up on my radar, but I was showing up on theirs, which I don't like, so I'm going to jump up here and climb up here and see what on earth is sensing me from there. I can't tell what it is, but they have some question marks on them. I don't know if they're guards? Okay, so this is the way to Free Heap. That's where we're going. I guess a barricade against the swarm. Yeah, because then the swarm doesn't eat metal. What is this right here? Healing. Oh, let me get that and then I can get that healing item. Hopefully not encounter whatever the thing is that's mad over there. Okay, so there's some awesome freebooters. They're friends. Okay. So what's the best way to get back there? What is over here? What is over here? Did I throw some stuff here? No. There's a watcher that got smashed. Oh, fire kiln roots. Yes, Aloy has eaten the berries. If you weren't here for the early streams, it turns out that my controller was broken, my first controller, and I didn't realize it until Rost was telling me to eat the berries, and I couldn't use the button to eat the berries. Oops. And we learned that way that that button wasn't working, which is kind of an important button for playing this game, as it turns out. So I had to get a new controller before we could finish playing the game, but we've done that now. There's a lot of fire kiln root here. Let's go turn in. What was it? I think it was some more scrappers? Looks like it was some more scrappers. Okay, that's fine. Man, so much for doing the main story quest today. We'll get to it though. We've been doing a lot. I'm sort of sorry that my Meridian friends weren't, or my friends weren't in Meridian, but I guess. Like, she's got a really great design. I will say she's like the The Carja girls are definitely more my type, but I really appreciate the spy lady. I think she's very funny. Yes, Petra is apparently a lot of people's Horizon Zero Dawn girlfriend, as it turns out. She's really cool, though. I do like her.
Petra, I have the parts you wanted, but there are more bandits coming. The rest of their clan. They want to take the town.
Do they now? Hold this thing steady while I give it a voice. Then we'll let it talk terms for us.
All right.
Now take it up and brace yourself. Don't press it against your hips if you ever want to use those for...
All right, I got it.
Oh my god. She's definitely hitting on Aloy. Or at least...
Heavy. All I can do to hold it up. Come on, then, if you're coming!
Run this forged dirt town red, boys!
Heh, manners!
Where's the thing? I dropped it. It's too heavy. I don't... Oh, it's a cannon. Okay, where am I aiming?
Help me, fools! Wasn't expecting that.
She's working well so far.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that took care of that. Oh shoot, there's more of them over there. They've got their own nasty weapons.
Room for improvement on the gun. No complaints about the gunner.
Oh shoot! You set me on fire, you butts! Oh, that guy's got a heavy gun. Oh, the longer you hold it, the more things it
Anyone but a
does.
bandit clan would pull back now.
Okay.
Come on, you bungheads!
Okay.
They only have one cannon!
That wasn't so hard.
Fortress defense. Oh. Oh shoot, I'm on fire. Oh shoot, I'm on fire. Oh shoot, you butts! Oh, jeez.
Gathering under the bridge, Aloy. Bring it down on him.
What? It's your bridge.
Bridge is coming down. Shoot it down.
I'm trying. I'm not sure really what I'm supposed to do with that. Oh, there we go.
Whoa! Might have overdone it a little.
That's what you told me to
Now,
do.
I'm no soldier, but I'd call that a rout.
Okay. I'm gonna drop this gun. It was really heavy. Well, I figured out how to do that. I don't I don't usually use the big guns. That was a lot of damage. They have their own cannons, which tells me those are, I guess, Oseram bandits, which would make sense, I guess. Yeah, they're making me learn to use heavy weapons so that I'll eventually be able to use heavy weapons, presumably when I knock them off of T-Rexes and then shoot T-Rexes with them. Aloy puts it down lovingly. She doesn't want to damage it.
Oh, my teeth hurt from all that.
You're gonna go deaf too.
That's interesting. Need a leather strap to bite down on, perhaps. We'll give those wretches a sky burial. That's fancy talk for leaving them out for the birds. More than they'd have done for us if this thing didn't work.
If it didn't work? It could have not worked?
It isn't finished. That's why we're testing it. Now, you had your Nora toys to fight with. Saying goes, you can only trust metal. But my trust was placed well in you. You're owed, Aloy Machine Hunter. I won't forget it.
Neither will I, Petra. Whoa. Still feel the lightning snap in my hair.
Yeah, I wonder what happens if you shoot them with your weapons instead. I bet she has custom dialogue for that.
Oh, you got one up on Durval then. He was always better at holding a grudge than a hammer.
Oh, that's a good line.
Oh, you got one up on Durval then.
Good line.
He was always better at holding a grudge than a hammer.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to save, and then we're going to raid stuff and get some quests and see what we're doing here. But this is definitely on our way to the next, like this they intend us to hit on our way to the next main story quest. And I wonder about their decision to do this because we haven't spent a lot of time with the Oseram as a culture, and we, aside from a few individuals, we haven't really bonded with the Oseram. And so this is a nice way of getting us some experience with the Oseram, some connection to the Oseram. And I wonder if this is because there's like a main storyline that's going to tie into them, or if there's going to be like a main side storyline. We'll see. No, Johnny, I don't trust my not turning off my PS4 by accident, so I do manual saves. I have my reasons. Plus, I sometimes loan my PS4 to my roommate to play video games, so it has to get unplugged for that, because this is my room that I'm in right now. Alright, let's talk to... Oh, he is Hulk Hogan! What are you doing, Hulk Hogan? And why do you have, like, weird stuff in your... Well, I don't know, but he's definitely... This looks like somebody was inspired by Hulk Hogan.
Are you looking for something?
Can't see hide nor hair of my friends. They went after a herd of behemoths, and now they're overdue.
Only seasoned hunters go after machines like that. Can't they handle themselves?
It's not them I'm worried about. We need special cables from those behemoths to keep our cannons firing. If they miss the herd, Petra will hand me my hide. I never should have agreed to that trade.
Trade?
What trade did you agree to?
Petra assigned me and Baladja the task of getting cables from that herd. But Jorgrees and Baladja are meant for each other. Like hammer and steel. They just don't realize it. So I agreed to trade duties with him to, you know, hurry things along.
Oh my god.
Didn't Baladja wonder why?
It was her idea. Now I'm worried it worked too well. If they're so busy snogging that they missed the herd, it'll be my skin on the line.
I'm sorry, that's adorable. That's adorable. This guy's setting his friends up. Unfortunately, they are maybe not going to get the job done. Oh, that's kind of adorable. That's kind of adorable. Also, hello, Neko. Welcome. Yes, meddling in your friends' love lives to try to get them, make them happy. It's very. This is a much better Hulk Hogan.
Where did you last see them?
Right here, before they left. Off they went, arguing the whole way.
Oh.
What were they arguing about?
How best to follow the herd. Jorgrees is good with a bow, but he could get lost in his own home. What have I done?
Why not explain what happened to Petra?
If you want to tell Petra, be my guest. Maybe she'll blow her top at you and tire herself out before she gets to me. I would run off in search of them, but since Jorgrees took my place, I have his spot on guard duty.
I can look for your friends. Where have they gone?
They were headed to the arch northwest of here to watch for the herd. I hope they've found their way there. If we miss that herd, we won't be able to keep our cannons firing. I'll throw myself into this fire if I've risked our freedom.
Let's keep that as a last resort. I'll do what I can.
Oh, Aloy. I like Aloy. She's such a nice meddler. Alright, we'll take this quest. Sure, why not? Alright. We can either talk to Petra, or we can find the hunters. Oh, that is a little ways out there, isn't it? Well, do you folks do you mind? I know you want to talk to Petra, but I don't want to turn this guy in, you know? Or is talking to Petra going to close this? Because I will absolutely talk to her if it's an addition to, but if it's going to shut down this quest, that's a concern. So I'm gonna, hold on. Briefly. The chat hat is out. Chat hat time. Alright, yes or no, chat? Can I talk to Petra and then continue the rest of this quest? Yes or no?
Tell you what I like. The sound of a hammer on steel.
Does that mean it's okay to talk to her? Okay. Alright, then I might do that because I'm curious. Yes, it's very exciting to have a chat hat. I love that I have an actual literal chat hat. I streamed for like 5 or 6 years talking about chat hat. But I never had one, so it was like you had to use your imagination to imagine that there was a chat hat. Now there's a real hat I can put on my actual head. Let's go talk to your girlfriend, everybody.
Always so pale. A few minutes at the forge, the heat'll put some color in your cheeks.
I don't need a forge for that. Rushing into the wilds should do it.
What's lit your fire this time?
I can handle it.
No doubt you can, but if it involves free heap, I need to hear about it.
This is fair. Or this is.
You sent 2 hunters
true.
after a herd.
It's fair.
They've gone missing.
Well, they couldn't have. Kaeluf could find a needle in a slag heap. Unless he didn't go. Careless, two-fisted smelter. What'd he do?
Traded places with Jagrees.
By fire and spit!
Alright. Sorry, buddy. But he did say it was okay we could talk to her about it, so we're gonna do that.
What are you gonna do about this trade?
Waste of Kaeluf's time and mine. Jagrees and Baladia didn't need his push. They're bound together. Just like in the forge. You let the weight of the hammer do the work, not the arm. Never figured Kaeluf for a tender sort.
Yeah,
You're not angry?
Oh, I'll make him sweat it. But one thing I've learned, some things will happen no matter what you do.
That's really cute. I like that she's just like, oh my god. She's like, okay, well, I mean, he's gonna have to do something to make up for this, but also like, it's a nice reason to slack off at work, or slack off on your work because you're trying to help somebody else. Yeah, she gets it.
Why did you need behemoth cables from that herd?
Those cables make the best fuses for our cannons. Even so, they wear out fast and we always need more. Our guns keep us strong and free. Without them, we're easy scrap for bandits and machines.
You could trade for them.
Some supplies we need to get on our own, or we're dependent on others. That's a burden we won't bear.
But you asked me for help.
That's different.
Some burdens are welcome.
Why the urgency with this herd?
Once that herd hits the cauldron, it'll be out of our reach, and another won't come for a long while.
Oh.
We need those cables, and we've got to take them now.
Interesting.
If you find those 2, send them back in one piece. If you bring me behemoth cables while you're at it, I'd be beholden to you.
Okay.
Careful. It could become a habit.
Aloy, I'm sorry, you're a little in over your head with this one. I kind of get the feeling that Aloy might like that, though. Like, Aloy is very smart and very clever and very good at things and very together. So I think she might really like somebody who can really hold their own and challenge her. So if she flirts with them, Oh right, there's gonna be snap mods around, aren't there? I feel like the moment I step foot in the water, it's gonna be like snap maw everywhere. So I gotta go kill those. The people that Aloy like seems to click with, there's two categories in a way. See, we got some snap maws. We got a fox. We got a fox. Am I going the right way? No. Well, that's fine. Hold on. Yeah, she really enjoys bantering, but she also really enjoys super earnest conversations. That's probably why I like her so much, I think, as a character, because I too would split my life between banter and super earnest, open, honest, like, feelingness. You know? But banter definitely seems to be a thing that Aloy enjoys. It's just sometimes I'm just like, these ladies have a lot more experience with this than you do, Aloy. Music's a little bit ominous out here. But like, Varl's sister, when she was flirting with her, like, it wasn't quite that dynamic, but it was still, it was still a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, they had a banter, a flirtatious banter to how they were talking. Well, she likes directness, but that isn't necessary. Like, she definitely was flirting with, the, spy, who was definitely too much for Aloy to handle. It's a great dynamic, though.
The sky's getting lighter. Dawn's coming.
Oh, I didn't even realize that the sun had gone down. I should probably actually look around with my ability to see if there's danger. Because there's some thunderjaws there, aren't there? Cauldrons, though, it's interesting. There's like a convoy of
near them soon enough.
A convoy of behemoths heading to a cauldron. It's interesting, there are definitely like convoys going to cauldrons. That's definitely a pattern that I've seen. It's usually the Shellwalkers doing that, though. From what I've seen, a lot of times anyway. There's a campfire discovered. Okay. Cool. Does this mean I'm not going to fight the T-Rexes? Cool. I'm not fighting T-Rexes. Yeah. Well, it's interesting now knowing, because oh wait, there's a quest? There's a quest here. Oh, there's that. That's a side quest. That's, I think, Crono's other Horizon Zero Dawn girlfriend. Yeah, well, it's interesting because I spent a while thinking that the robots being built in the cauldron, that all of that was like an evil AI thing, but it's actually created by like, it's actually created by Gaia. It's part of Gaia, part of originally good guy stuff. Now it may very well have been taken over by evil AI. We'll find out later, but all right, say I want to fight these guys at some point in time, I can do that. Bast. Which one is Bast again? I've known too many characters with that name. to remember who that was in this game. Sorry. Oh, the kid who I thought was gonna be my like little evil rival. I'm sorry, buddy. Just in case I need that to make stuff.
Here's the bridge Jira mentioned. Now to see if I can find his tracks.
Hello. What's up, person? You have quite a mustache.
Find help.
Easy now. What's your name? What happened?
Hakurt. Find help for Pitchcliff.
Pitchcliff?
The glinthawks keep attacking. They'll kill my brother. Everyone.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Okay. Where is that? Where is Pitchcliff? I've been there, haven't I? Have I? I have. Oh. We could do that. We could do that. We could also do whatever we need to do for this quest since we're here. I'm not...
No telling how many people pass this way. But this was a man with a cart, so...
I guess we'll go this way at least a little bit. And see where this takes us, what kind of trouble we get into. This is some really, really beautiful chargers. Okay, we don't want to mess with them. This is just beautiful. There's so much desert, which I guess makes sense because the terraforming in a way only got so far. But also though, like I wonder with like Meridian and it's like the tropical. Oh. Am I not following the car tracks? Oh, I'm not following the car tracks. I stopped following the car tracks. Oops. I did that wrong. Oh my gosh. Rush. Yeah. Rush is not a friend. He thinks he can hold his own. But he can't. Okay, hold on. Is it going this way? It might be. Oh. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, it goes this way. Oh, hopefully he didn't go get himself thunderjawed. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. I just don't especially want those guys to murder me. They're kind of big and scary.
He left the road.
And then what? Okay. Here we go. He left the road. Indeed, he did. He's taking his cart away from the Thunderjaws. That is a wise decision. Generally speaking, don't engage
The tracks.
dinosaurs.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense. What's around here?
What is this?
Someone's possessions. Kendert's? There's goods scattered everywhere. And a little blood, too. Either he fell, or...
Investigate the air.
Blood to worry me.
I do really, really appreciate Aloy. Like, she's very... Just everything she does is rooted in this compassion and care for other people, you know? So she worries about people. Even if she's never met them, even if they're connected to someone she barely knows. she cares about what happens to people. That is definitely something she has in common with Elizabeth, but I really do think that that is something that she gets from Rost. Maybe she has a predisposition toward it, but...
Must have had time to bind his wound. This chest looks like it's of Oseram making. At least he's easy to follow. I just hope he's okay.
Tramplers, we don't want to mess with those guys. Okay. Follow the trail of objects. Okay, well that's gonna be fun. Nothing to see here, buddies. Bottle. Alcohol? That's not good.
Barrel. This scent reminds me of... Yes, Baron's breath. It's Oseram.
I have to examine the barrel. Alright. Let's try not to get these guys mad. Alright. Did he get drunk? Did he... I don't really know what his thing is. Oh. Well, we'll figure out what his deal is. He got bloodied. There's a lot of alcohol. Where are you, buddy? Oh, hello. You've got a cart. Are you okay, man? Hello.
Am I glad to see you, stranger?
You are not wearing a shirt.
Are you Kendert? I'm a friend of Jira's.
Huh? I'm a husband of Jira's.
Oh my god.
She heard you'd gone missing. I tracked you. What happened?
I was coming to join her. Sandstorm blew in. I sought shelter. It didn't work out.
Huh.
And here I am getting read as a Carja priest. My goods scattered in a herd of tramplers. There's only so much you can do to make me look less of an idiot. But could you get back my scrapper sap?
That would be the stuff down there with the herd of tramplers?
I'm not proud. I'm just a brewer, and maybe 5 bottles of that is worth more than I am to Jira.
Huh. Interesting.
Huntress.
How did your bottles get scattered so far?
Let's just say it took me a while to realize I didn't have to run in a straight line.
I don't quite know what that means, but... Oh, man. Okay. I wonder if I could make these guys... Oh. I don't really want to mess with much. Okay. Well... I don't really know how much I want to do this side quest. Can I? Okay, I could override these guys. Are they mooses? They do kind of look like they might be mooses. They're pretty big. And they have really big, like they seem to be using their horns to scoop things into their mouths. But sorry, it's really loud. These guys are really loud. Yeah, I might hold off on it. I can always come back here. Oh look, there's a save point right there. I might activate that save point so I can teleport back and save. We can teleport back if we want to. And then we're going to teleport away. Bravely teleport away. Okay. Now this is teleportable, yes? Then we're going to go... Where are we trying to get to? Where are we trying to get to? Here. Okay, we're going to teleport this way. Okay. Thunderjaw, Scrapper, and Longleg have a detection component. Yes. That's right. Scrappers. Oh, Pitchcliff! We were going to go to Pitchcliff. Right. I forgot about that. Okay, we can teleport to Pitchcliff. Robot moose bull hybrids, maybe not. I don't know, maybe. That's funny, Tiger Dragon. Well, it's got something to do with the way that these nouns have entered, like where and when and how they entered the English language. I'm gonna stretch. Stretch, because Kira's redeemed the stretch option and I haven't stretched at all today. Oh my goodness, I should stretch. Oh my goodness. Stretching is good. It's good for you. Have you stretched? You should also stretch. If you haven't stretched. Right now, arms over your head. Up. Up. Arms over your head. And to the side.
Glinthawks.
Oh, I guess
be Pitchcliff.
I guess I'd better, Oh, hello. Oops. Alright, Pitchcliff. I'm coming. Okay, hold on. Where am I gonna go so they can see you? Here we go. This is gonna do. Okay, hold on. I hate these guys. Have I ever mentioned that I really, really hate glinthawks? Because I do.
You're not gonna like this.
Haha. Okay, but there's other people that are fighting them, so that'll hopefully make it a little bit easier to, Gosh, it's... What the heck is even happening here? My gosh. This is insane. Like, what is even happening here? Figure that's gonna happen eventually. Where are you? There you are. The one who's seen me. Oops. Jeez. Screw you guys. That guy's almost down though. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I hate them. Hello. Oh, shoot. I should probably change clothes, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Bringing them down slowly. Gotta hate these guys. They're so obnoxious. Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. Do I set you guys on fire? Is that a thing I want to do? Down. Cool. All right. It's just, it's strange behavior. Glinthawks have been doing this kind of thing a lot, though. Like... Like, I feel like there's been a lot of glinthawk attacks lately. Sorry. Don't know if this is the most exciting thing, but I really hate these guys. Okay. Okay, hold on. Can I get up to that guy?
Fascinating.
Okay, hold on, Aloy. Come on, come on, come on. Can I shoot this guy? Yeah. Alright. Hi, guys. So that's one more down. And there's this last one, I think. Oh, I got a level. I'm pretty sure I'm too high level. I'm pretty sure I've accidentally over leveled. Yeah, it's a good question.
I better speak to whoever's in charge.
Yeah, that was quite a thing.
We wouldn't have made it without help.
Yeah, you guys were doing okay, but I'm really glad that for you that I was here to help.
Dang.
Hello.
I'm exhausted. It's the third flock we faced today.
Third today? Jeez. Like
Glad someone was here to stop.
You guys are like good at fighting, fortunately, but like, yikes. Okay. I'm not quite sure where their leader is. Huh. Johnny, thank you so much for being here and for joining us. You are up late, very late if you're in Europe, but thank you for coming out here. Or coming out to my stream. If you like this, I will be playing this every Tuesday until I beat it. So feel free to give a follow if this seems like a good time if you haven't yet. And maybe we'll see you next week. And then the Thursdays I've been playing Stray, but Horizon Zero Dawn is Tuesdays. I should really update my what's it called? My little calendar thing. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for following, friend. Alright, somewhere around here. Oh, I don't know how to get to that. Okay, well. Fine, I'm gonna climb up here and see where this takes me. I realize I've gone over my stream time. Sorry.
The attacks keep coming.
Where is the leader? What am I? I'm not good at finding my way around things, am I? What am I doing wrong? How is it so hard? Oh, is there a little thing through here? Well, that's it right there. I just need to go tell the leader of Pitchcliff that I've identified that. Where on earth is the leader of Pitchcliff? Up there. I thought I went up there. I guess I must not have. Am I having such a hard time finding my way around towns? I'm just gonna, like, jump.
Glad you're on our side. We had nowhere else to run.
Because, like, I figured out... Oh, I can climb up that. Okay, I guess I'll climb up this. Maybe this is the right thing to do. Yes. Hello. You have a fancy hat. I'll take your stuff. Hello.
You just flew in on a rainbow and saved our sorry slags. Where'd you come from?
A man named Hakurt outside the village warned me.
Traitor! I ordered him to stay put. I'll throw him in irons.
He's dead.
What? That scorched out, filthy, rotten dirtwad of a brother. Why didn't he listen? Why?
He was worried you and the entire town would be killed. Do you have any idea what could be drawing the glinthawks? Has anyone come trying to sell lures? They're devices that attract machines.
Is that real? Is that some sort of Nora joke?
I don't like
I'll
this
take
guy.
that as a no.
I don't like this guy. I don't like him at all. The fact that that's his reaction to his brother. He didn't do what I told him to do. Well, yes, and now the rest of you aren't dead because of me. And he is dead, and that's your brother, and you should be sad.
Has anything changed that might have lured the glinthawks? Have you left machine scrap lying around?
No. Oseram use our scrap. Not like the Carja. They only keep the pretty parts.
So the Carja have been leaving scrap around?
Here? Never. If a Carja wasted scrap on my watch, I'd pick it up and make him eat it.
Oh, you're not very good at this leading thing, are you?
Why do you think the Carja have anything to do with the glinthawks?
We built this outpost to protect against the Carja. Now they're coming here to trade. Fine. Their shards are as good as anyone's. But everyone knows that they want this place. Come to think of it, they want every place.
But how could the Carja have brought on the glinthawks?
If I ever get a break from him, I'll see if I can spare a man to follow the trail. Guaranteed, there's a Carja at the other end.
So the voice actor is actually doing something that I associate with British speakers of English, where they put an R sound in between vowels. So when he says Carja at, he'll say Carja at, which is not something that I'm used to hearing Americans do. So I wonder, I'm curious.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm the mayor. Mostly because I was too drunk to say no when my brother asked me.
Huh.
Tell me where he is, and I'll lay him to rest once we get these glinthawks to flock off.
You'll find him due south of here, along the river.
Damn that fool. That bum. That lunkhead. Thank you for being with him at the end.
Oh, maybe it's a cultural thing, the way that he's talking about his brother.
Why don't I investigate why the glinthawks are attacking? You've got your hands full.
Really? No one ever offers to help me. You, any good at tracking?
You could say that.
All right, then. Let me know what you find. Hammer to steel, a Carja's behind all this.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be something else.
You find anything out about those attacks yet?
Not yet.
My suggestion? Keep an eye on those Carja.
Yeah, it's not going to be the Carja that did it. Or if it was Carja, it will be with Oseram help. But who would be trying to stir up trouble between the Carja and... It was right around here.
Turn off! Turn off!
Hello. Oh.
What are you doing?
You are Carja.
By the sun! It won't turn off!
That device is making the glinthawks attack. Turn it off.
Me? I don't know how to turn it off any more than I know how I turned it on. I scrounged it from an old workshop.
That takes care of that.
Well, that should do it. Now start talking.
Hello, who are you and what are you doing here?
Why are you scrounging gear you don't even understand?
My customers demand extraordinary pieces best found at the fringes of civilization. My tales of adventure only increase their value. Where others only dare tread, I flourish. No mountain climbs too high that I can't mount it. My trade demands sacrifice.
Including the sacrifice of innocence? Those glinthawks swooped down and attacked everyone.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I sought only to sate the appetites of rich nobles who never leave their mansions.
Yes, Cyber, I think you've gotten the long and short of it.
You mentioned you found the device in a workshop?
Yes. I camped out atop the snowy eastern ridge. No easy climb even in my best years, but I girded my...
Enough. Were there any other devices at this workshop?
Abandoned equipment, the likes of which I've never seen. A peculiar silo remained impervious to my attempts to open it.
Okay.
As I searched, I wondered how many secrets lie hidden in this world. As we, in our ignorance, go about our daily...
Your point?
Oh. No, I didn't see another device. But one could still be there, waiting to unleash its horrors.
Sorry. This guy's way of talking requires that.
Did you know this whole time that device was luring glinthawks?
By the sun, no! I stashed it here for a while, but when I came back, I was nearly beheaded by one of those flying terrors.
I don't think this is actually the guy who writes the travel logs.
This device is dangerous. I have to find that workshop and make sure it's the last. Where is it?
On the eastern ridge, just beyond my campsite. But after I descended from the workshop, a cracking above me signaled my doom. I dove into the river mere moments before an avalanche took out the path. You can't reach it now. The climb is too perilous.
I'll take my chances. You just stay away from that workshop and try not to cause another mess.
Okay, I have to check. I'm sorry. His voice actor had a great time with that. Oh, not this. Scanned glyphs. Hold on. We gotta get... Here we go. The world traveled around. Okay, so it's not that guy. But it is somebody who is clearly in the same tradition of storytelling, shall we say? Man, I want to do this. I do. That's not a glinthawk. That's a big bird, right? That's a big bird. That means I'm gonna have to go past a big bird to get there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, man. No, that's a storm bird. Okay, so that's not a storm bird. That's just glinthawks. Okay. Well, we can try that if we want.
That Carja said the workshop was near his campsite on the eastern ridge.
Alright. Well. I guess we can go turn that little bit of knowledge into the dude here. Strange. In order to access the mayor, you have to vault up here. Hello.
I've destroyed a device that was luring the glinthawks here. You should be safe now.
Those Carja have a hand in it? If so, I'll get my hammer and I'll...
It was an accident. No need for hammering. He clearly didn't know what the thing was.
Yeah.
I'll believe it if you say so. Now, how do I stop these devices from wandering in again with some other Carja wretch?
I should shut down, shouldn't I?
I'm looking into that.
Glad to hear it. I'd hate to have to search every Carja coming in and out of here. Not such a bad idea, actually.
See, again, he said bad idea, actually. You hear that? You hear that? But he doesn't say that at the end of every line. It's just if there's a vowel and a vowel. I wonder if he's actually a British actor. Yeah, we should save. We really should save. We should save, and then we should shut down for the night. And then I guess we've got a couple of these. Do you guys mind that we're doing these side quests? I do want to do whatever the other side quest that I was. There was another one that I was There was another one that I was gonna do, I thought. But I got distracted. What was I? We were helping Petra. Where is her quest? It's not a main quest. No, we were going to... Oh, maybe that's not... Oh, it's an errand. Okay, here we go. It's an errand. I have not finished all of these. Okay. Well, we will save here. Because these seem like these are some quests that we'll be able to knock out relatively straightforwardly. And I'm interested in helping and getting to know the Oseram a bit more, because they don't... we haven't had a lot of Oseram experience. So it is very good for them to give us to build that up. And I'm wondering if we're going to at some point unlock some sort of a primary Oseram story, because we've had a lot of like Carja centric story, and we've really gotten in deep and really like closed that. But I was wondering what the contemporary story is going to be if we are moving into the AI as the enemy and like the big bad like overarching plot. Are we done with contemporary Aloy story, like plot progression, because we've rescued Avad's brother, or is there an entire extra section that's not related directly to the eclipse, or at least not to the eclipse and Avad, perhaps the eclipse and the Oseram? And I wonder if they're actually going to introduce to us something else specific to the Oseram, as far as like an overarching contemporary world plot to get involved in. I don't know. We'll find out. But if they are, it would make sense for them to try to get us more Oseram experience before that happens, if so. All right. Well, we went over a little bit, folks, but I am going to shut down soon so I can go hang out with my kitten and work on my NaNoWriMo, which I'm behind on. But thank you. Oh, thank you, Blue Glass. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. The stray is a bit. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if I can keep it going. But I'm gonna do my best to give it a try, and we'll see how it is. I need to put up that stream on YouTube. I'll do that. Sorry. Yeah. So I think that's everything I've got. I think that's everything I've got, folks. So I might as well wish you all a good night, and I will see you either next Tuesday here or this Thursday here. We will not be streaming on not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, because it's Thanksgiving. But our Tuesday streams should not be interrupted. So yeah, I will see you all next week. Take care of yourselves and have a lovely evening. Bye.